Yes, guys, it's Willem here from Africa TCG again. Um, I'm coming at you today with a Memento combo guide. So this is going to be part one of a two-part series. I think it's important to know what the decks in the meta do. So if I have the chance to give you a combo video of it, I think that arms you guys with a bit more what you call it, knowledge than you would have otherwise. Not that I'm saying you can't gather it on your own, but at least there's a video to be a bit more instructive. On top of that, I just also want to say thank you to everyone who has been subscribing and commenting so far. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. So I think we're just going to start, and these are only going to be the basic one card combos so far. Part two will feature playing through hand traps. So that would include playing through Nibiru. Not that the deck really struggles against Nibiru, but playing through Droll and Lockbird as well, and showing how to play through various points of interaction with hand traps that are commonly played in the meta. But other than that, I'm not going to ramble anymore. Let's just get started. So the first combo I'm going to do is going to be with Memento and Darkblade. So that's when you just start with Darkblade. Now, the thing is, this combo is very similar as to when you start with Angwitch. So I'm just going to show the one with Darkblade. The only difference between the two combos is that you're going to end up with an extra monster in your graveyard, which is going to be the Darkblade. But it doesn't really make a difference whether you start with either one of these two. On top of that, before I start the full combo, I just want to say again, thank you to Flair TCG. That man's videos, it's really well done, the way he explains all the combos. So if you guys can give him a follow, like, subscribe, all those kind of things, the guy's awesome. But in any case, let's start off with just going Darkblade. You're going to go normal summon. You're going to use this effect to destroy a Memento you control. Special summon a level 3 or lower Memento from your deck. It's going to be your Angwitch. Angwitch on summon is going to trigger to search for any Memento monster. So it's going to be the horse, right? Then because you control only Mementos and you control or no monsters, or whatever is, your summoning requirement, you can special him. You're going to use this effect to destroy a Memento you control, and then send Mementos with different names from your deck to the graveyard up to the level of that monster. So it's going to be level 5. So we're going to send the Sleepy, which is level 3, Goblin, which is level 1, and the Mace, which is level 1. So that is a total of levels of 5. From there, you're going to go Angwitch effect. You're going to pop a Memento you control to special summon a Memento from your graveyard that's level 2 or lower. That is going to be the Mace. Then on field, you can activate the Mace effect to destroy itself to add a Memento card from your deck to hand. And that is going to be the Memento Infusion. Now, because you've destroyed monsters in your possession by card effect this turn, you can actually activate this to fuse from your graveyard by using Memento monsters. So here you're going to activate your Memento Infusion, and you're going to shuffle back 3, which is going to be the Mace, because you want to search that again. It's going to be your Darkblade, and let's just go for the horse as well. So these are the ones you are going to shuffle back into the deck. So if I just put them back in here, then obviously you're going to summon out your what's it called, the Creation King. So this is going to go to graveyard. On summon, this guy mulls 3 Memento cards, can be from deck or extra deck. So you're going to send your Creation King, and then 2 from deck. And these are I don't know why I packed this stuff so in order. So you're going to send your Akiron, your Gatic, and another copy of himself. Then on the next chain, because Gatic was sent to the graveyard by Memento monster effect, he can special summon himself. Use this effect on summon to add any Memento card from your graveyard to your hand. This is where you're going to add the Sleepy to your hand. Now from here, you are going to go for your next action and banish the Creation King from your graveyard, and that is going to search for the Memento Mictlan, which is the field spell. I packed everything in order, but I'm still shuffling. So you're going to add the field spell and activate it. Now, because you've destroyed monsters in your possession this turn, you can special summon the Sleepy from your hand. Let's just move this up to the side a bit. And then you can special summon the Sleepy, and then on summon, this is going to fuse for a Memento Infusion monster. Now you're going to use your Gatic and your Creation King, because neither of them need to stay on the field. But this guy is, when he's destroyed, you can actually mill a Memento card, and that's going to come up now. So you're going to summon out the Twin Dragon. So Twin Dragon on summon effect is going to be to pop the Sleepy. So it destroys any Memento card in hand or field to add 2 Mementos with different names from your grave, from your deck to your hand. So you're going to destroy the Sleepy, and you're going to search for the Horn Dragon, and you're going to search for the Mace, right? Then on a new chain, because Sleepy was destroyed by card effect or battle, you can send a Memento from deck to graveyard. That's where you send your combined creation. Cool. Now that everything is done, this is what your hand is looking like. This is what your board state is looking like. From here, you are going to banish your Memento Infusion, and you're going to destroy your Twin Dragon. And that is going to allow you to search for your Boner Party. So this is currently in your hand. Then on a new chain, because the Twin Dragon was destroyed, it's going to be chain link one of the field spell to target the Twin Dragon to summon something with a lower level. Then it's going to be the Twin Dragon effect, because he was destroyed by card effect. You can summon a level 6 or lower Memento from your graveyard. And then chain link 3 is going to be the Ugly Fish Bastard. Because something was destroyed, a Memento was destroyed, he can special summon himself back. So he's going to be on the field now. Then chain link 2 resolves, which is the Twin Dragon, which is going to summon out, let's say, your Gatic. It doesn't matter, you're going to summon out Gatic and Goblin either way, because the field spell is going to resolve to get you your Goblin. Right. From here, you can actually go activate your Bone Party. This is going to destroy the Akihiron, and it is going to summon out your copy of Darkblade again. And now on a new chain, because Akihiron was destroyed, he can add any banished or graveyard-based Memento card from your to your hand, so you're going to add back your fusion. This is what your hand looks like at the moment. And then you've got these 3 monsters on the field. This is a Dark Fiend, this is a Dark Fiend, so we're going to use both of them. And we're going to link into the Herald of Mirage Lights, which is your spell and trap negate, right? And because you've got the Mace in hand, which is a fairy. Then because you have 3 Mementos with different names in your graveyard, you can actually special summon the Horn Dragon. And then you're going to link with these guys into your SP Little Knight. So this is how you play around the nib in the end phase as well, because what you're going to do is you're going to use the summon that doesn't start a chain of the combined creation. So you're going to summon him by shuffling back the Gatic, the Goblin, the Twin Dragon into the extra deck, the Sheep, and either or between your Darkblade or your Angwitch that's in the graveyard. I like to keep the Darkblade in graveyard in this instance, because it's just another back row pop if you can summon him from graveyard. So then you're going to shuffle those guys into the deck, and you're going to summon your combined creation. You're going to set your Memento Infusion from your hand, and you're going to pass your main phase, and if they say, okay, I want a nib now, you just go Little Knight banish these 2, and then they come back in the end phase. However, if he doesn't nib, it obviously stays like this. Then during the end phase, the field spell is going to trigger to set any Memento spell or trap from your graveyard to your field, which is your Bone Party. So that is basically your end board. So to explain what is going on here, I'm going to do it once, and then further on, I'm just going to show the combos to go further, right? So with this, you have a spell and trap negate by sending the Mace from hand to graveyard, or you have the effect of Mace itself. During your opponent's main phase, you can send it while you control the combined creation to take control of a monster your opponent controls until the end phase. However, let's play this out in an imaginary way. We're going to say your opponent opens up Lightning Storm, and he's going to activate Lightning Storm. You're going to go Mirage Lights, send the Mace to negate the Lightning Storm. So that is 1 disruption already, right? From here, let's say your opponent activates an effect. You can activate his effect to reborn any Memento from your graveyard or summon one from hand, and it doesn't target. So you're going to summon out your Creation King first, right? Then this is able to pop any number of Memento monsters you control and the same number of cards your opponent controls. So let's say they have a monster on field you want to get rid of. You go quick effect, pop himself, and that other monster. So that is 2 disruptions now, right? When he's destroyed, the field spell is going to be Chainlink 1, and Akihiron is going to be Chainlink 2 because something was destroyed. So he's going to jump out of the graveyard, and the field spell is going to allow you to summon something with a lower level than the Creation King, and that is going to be your Horned Dragon. So you've already negated a spell or trap, and you have popped 1 card so far. From here, you're going to go activate your Bone Party to destroy your Horned Dragon, to special summon a Memento from deck, which is going to be your Gatic, right? So with the chains resolving backwards, it's going to be Chainlink 1, Gatic, to add any Memento card from graveyard to hand. Chainlink 2 is going to be the Horned Dragon effect, because when he's destroyed, he can destroy 3 cards on the field, including at least 1 Memento. So it's Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, that's going to resolve, popping the Akihiron and 2 cards your opponent controls. So if you remember now, that's already the 3rd disruption, but that's in total, 3 cards pop from your opponent. So then Gatic is going to resolve backwards, that's going to add the mace back to your hand. And then Chainlink 1 is going to resolve, and then on the next chain, the Akihiron is going to resolve. Because it was destroyed, you can add any Memento card from your graveyard to your hand, so you just add back your Bodo Party, right? From here, now that you've used the Spell and Trap Negate, now you can use the Snatch Steal effect. So let's say your opponent has another monster on field, you can go use the Mace to Snatch Steal an opponent's monster until the end of the turn. On top of that, you have the Little Knight, right? So that has now been Mirage Light's disruption, the Creation King disruption. It has been the Tri-Horn Pops, and now the Mace has already been used as well. Now you have the Little Knight. Let's say you banish this and another monster your opponent controls. So let's say that's 5 disruptions now, right? From here, you still have the option after your opponent, if he still has stuff, right? You go Memento Infusion. This can obviously, because you've popped cards by card effect this turn, if you have another monster in hand, you can actually just fuse with this and this, for instance, and a monster in hand. Then you can make the Guardian Chimera. But what you also can do is you can use a dark monster in your grave or on your field. Let's just say I'm using the Gatic and I'm going to send it to the graveyard for the fusion summon. And then I shuffle back the Creation King, right? Then you can send those 2 back. And then you get a Predaplant Dragostapelia as well. So that's a monster negate. So that is, in essence, 6 disruptions from a 1-card combo, depending on which one you summon, because you can still get like 2 pops from your Guardian Chimera as well if you went for that route. So to summarize what's happened now as well, during the end phase, your Little Knight should come back, and the board should be like this. Essentially what you have for the next turn is you have a Boner Party, which can summon anything from deck. You have the Memento Infusion, which you can banish to add another copy of itself. You have the Akihiron in graveyard, which can jump out as soon as something is destroyed. And you have this guy, in case your opponent activates a card effect, you can reborn any Memento. And on top of that, you still have the field spell, which is just giving you a recurring advantage. So that is just from 1 card. That's going to be either Darkblade or Angwitch. And now we're going to go on to the next combo, which is just going to be the Horse. Okay, now that you've seen the Darkblade and Angwitch combo, we're going to go on to just using the Horse itself. So this is going to be, you special summon this because you have no cards on the field, or no monsters, or just Mementos. You're going to use the effect to pop itself. You're going to send the Angwitch, and you're going to send the Gatic. On the new chain, Gatic is going to activate. It's going to special summon itself. On summon, it's going to add back any Memento from graveyard, which is going to be the Angwitch. Then you're going to normal summon the Angwitch. Normal summon effect is going to search for the Sleepy. Now, because you've destroyed this turn, you can actually special summon the Sleepy from hand. Then on summon, the Sleepy effect is going to fuse using all 3 on your field currently. You're going to make your Creation King. Creation King on summon is going to send a copy of itself. You're going to send a copy of Memento Infusion, and you're going to send a copy of your ugly fish bastard. Then you are going to go activate your Creation King, banishing it to search the field spell, and you're going to activate your field spell. So from here, you're going to go Fusion Effect in Graveyard. You're going to destroy the Creation King, and it's going to search you a Bone Party. So here you do not use Highball. Don't use this. But then you're going to activate the Akihiron effect because he was destroyed and special summon him. Right. So from here, you are going to activate the Bone Party, popping the Akihiron to summon out the Darkblade from your deck. On a new chain, it's going to be Chainlink 1 of the field spell to reborn something that is a level lower than Akihiron. Right, so that's anything that's level 5 or lower. And then Chainlink 2 is going to be Akihiron effect to add back the fusion from your graveyard, from your banish zone to your hand. So your monster that you're summoning back is going to be your Sleepy. Right, so from here you are going to activate your Memento Infusion by shuffling from grave back into deck. So what you're going to send back is going to be the horse. And you could send back the Gatic from here. Not the Gatic. You send back the Angwitch. So these are going to go. I suppose it doesn't matter if you send back the Gatic, so it's not really that relevant. So you're going to shuffle those back into deck, and you're going to make your Twin Dragon. So Twin Dragon on summon is going to destroy your Sleepy to add the Horn Dragon and the Mace to your hand. Right, now on a new chain, Sleepy is going to activate because it was destroyed by card effect. You're going to send your combined creation to the graveyard. From here, you are going to activate Darkblade's effect to destroy the Twin Dragon to special summon a Memento from your deck that's level 3 or lower. It's going to be your Goblin. Just has to be something with a different name, so I just choose Goblin because I don't have Mace in the deck anymore. Then on a new chain, Twin Dragon is going to activate. Oh yeah, that's why you don't send the Gatic back. The Twin Dragon is going to activate. It's going to special summon the Gatic from your graveyard. Then you are going to link with these guys, as you normally do, into the Mirage Lights. And then, because you have 3 with different names in your grave, you can special summon the Horn Dragon. And you're going to link with these guys into your SP. Right? And then you're going to shuffle back Goblin, Gatic, the Twin Dragon, the Sleepy, and your Darkblade. So the Twin Dragon goes back into extra. These go back into the main deck. And you bring out your combined creation. There he is. From there, you're just going to proceed to the end phase. And you can either set Fusion or Bone Party. I prefer setting the Bone Party. It's just because it gives me a better grind game, first of all. And second of all, I think the amount of disruptions you get from this is, I think, a bit more. I'm not sure. I mean, this also just summons out Guardian Chimera or the Dragostapelia. So it depends on what you want from it. But I think the steal from Mace is just a bit better because you're going to use the Bone Party to do the normal thing to pop your Tryon Dragon to get the Gatic from deck to add this back to your hand, and then you have the Snatch Steal. But it's up to you. This is just my preferred set from this. Because, I mean, in the follow-up, you're going to use the Akihiron to just obviously get either one of these back, and then you still have your follow-up for the next turn. But yeah, that's just doing the horse combo. Up next is the other 1-card combo, and that's going to be just the Goblin on its own. Okay guys, so this is going to be the last combo, showing just the Goblin. This combo that I'm doing, I did it in a way so that I can search the trap as well in this combo. I know some people don't play the trap. It's completely understandable. It's just what I prefer to play because I believe this just increases the ceiling of the Goblin combo. But if you want to remove the trap, by all means do so. So I'm going to be starting with just the Goblin. You're going to go Goblin effect pop any Memento you control to send 2 Memento cards from deck to graveyard. So you're sending the Fusion and the Gatic. New chain, Gatic is going to activate and summon itself. That's going to add any Memento card from graveyard, so you're going to add back the Fusion. And then you're going to activate the Fusion. You send this from field to grave, and you shuffle the Goblin back into your deck. And that's going to be 2 materials, so that's going to be your Twin Dragon. Right. Now, on the next chain, on summon, this is going to activate to destroy itself, to add 2 Mementos from your deck to your hand with different names. So that's going to be your Mace and your Sleepy. And then on the next chain, because Twin Dragon was destroyed, you can special summon a Memento from your graveyard. So that is going to be your Gatic. Then, because you pop this turn, your Rekinders hier buite, moet net fucking stil bly. Sorry guys. Then I'm going to activate the Sleepy in hand, special summon itself. On summon, you're going to use the effect to fuse with the Mace in hand, the Gatic on field, and the Sleepy on field. And that is going to be summoning your combined creation. You're going to use this effect to dump the Creation King. You're going to send your Ugly Fish Bastard, and you're going to send any name, so that you just have 5 in the graveyard at the end of the turn. From here, you're going to activate your Fusion in graveyard, banishing it to add the field spell, and you're going to activate the field spell. From here, you activate the graveyard effect of your Memento Infusion, banishing it to destroy this, to add your Bone Party. Right, so now the field spell is going to be Chain Link 1 because this was destroyed. Chain Link 2 is going to be Akihiron effect. So you're going to special summon this, and the field spell is then going to allow you to summon out your Sleepy from graveyard, because it has less levels than that. And then you're going to activate your Bone Party, pop your Akihiron, and you're going to summon out your Darkblade. Right, from here, your Ugly Fish Bastard is going to trigger to get your Kak Broken Fusion spell back. Right, now you're going to activate your Darkblade effect, destroying your Sleepy to special summon a level 3 or lower Memento from your deck to the field. That's going to summon out your Angwitch. So it's going to be Chainlink 1, going to be the, Chainlink 1 is going to be Sleepy, Chainlink 2 is Angwitch, whichever way. But either case, what's going to happen is you're going to add your Horn Dragon from deck to hand with your Angwitch, and the Sleepy is going to mill your combined creation. From here, you go Angwitch effect. You will destroy your Darkblade on field to reborn the Mace from your graveyard. There we go. And then you're going to activate the Mace effect. You can destroy either one of these to add a Memento card from your deck to your hand, which is going to be the Fracture Dance. Now, because you control 3 with different names in your grave, you can special summon the Horn Dragon. Link these two into your trusty SP little guy. And from here, you just obviously do the normal back shuffle thing. You shuffle back your Mace, your Sheep, your Gatic, your Twin Dragon. Actually, you can technically leave the Mace in graveyard if you want, but there's a different way you can get to it. So yeah, let's just shuffle that back. So Mace, Sleepy, Gatic, and your Fusion. And from here, you can shuffle back whatever. But if you want to keep less Angwitches in your deck, do so. But let's just say I can shuffle back the Tatsunootoshigo in case somebody ashes my Bone Party. So then obviously you shuffle this back, and you bring out your big boy, Combined Creation. So now obviously you have your Fracture Dance that you're going to set, you have your Fusion that you're going to set, and then in phase the field spell is going to trigger to set the boner back on the field. So this board is pretty decent in my opinion, because you've got the double pop of this. So if you control a Memento, you can destroy 1 card. If you control the Combined Creation, you can destroy an additional card. And that second effect, well, the second pop doesn't target. So the first one is targeted, the second one, as part of the resolution, doesn't target, obviously. So that's already 2 pops. You've got this, which does the normal thing of summoning this and he pops himself to pop a card and summon out. So then the field spell is going to be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2 is going to be Akihiron, so you're special and special. And then from there you have the Bone Party here, which is going to pop your Horn Dragon to summon out your eyeball. Where is it? So obviously you summon out another Angwitch from deck. I'm just going to use the one in graveyard as an example. So you summon out your Angwitch from that. So then on the new chain is going to be Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. So this is going to pop and pop 2 cards, your opponent controls, and then this is going to resolve adding your mace from your deck to your hand. And then you still have the Snatch Steal effect, and then you still have your Memento Infusion to play from there. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the 1-card combos. And remember, this is only part 1 of the Memento combos. I think I'm going to try and do it from tomorrow somewhere, where I can show you how to play through Nib, Droll, Vela, Imperm, and just more common hand traps, so you can at least know how to play the deck or pilot the deck, or if you're playing against the deck where you need to actually use those Imperms or Velas or whatever. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate everybody showing the support. Please comment, like, subscribe, share this video with other people, and like I said, please subscribe to Flare TCG. That man's Memento combos are insane. But in any case, cheers guys, have a good one.